What's up, Tristan Shop Talk? Today I have AKA Kid Muscle,
Yes, sir.
Stanley Johnson. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Nah, bro, just chilling, man. Shit, I'm glad you came on, man. Finally got to see my shit and
Thanks for
representing. Yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, we're just here trying to just do our recording and find out what Stanley's about. But no, man, I met Stanley at Paradigm where I do my kickboxing and I stopped and asked you, hey man, cool, we can talk, and see what's up, go from there. So here we are, man.
We are.
Yeah. Like I said, I know earlier we were talking, but I was thinking you were Houstonian, but no, you're not Houstonian. You're from
I'm from New Orleans. Born and raised. Moved around a little bit. Family. My pops was in the army, so bounced around with him a little bit. Spent a good bit of my life in New Orleans. Around like high school at Tristan. Because he was stationed out there. I was living with my mom at the time, so moved out to Kentucky to go to high school. Out there. It was really supposed to be me going out there for like a year, till New Orleans was back to normal. Went out there, was playing football, kind of enjoyed it out there, met some cool guys, and I was like, all right, I'll stay out here for a little minute. Stayed there, played some football, played a little college ball at like Lindsey Wilson's small college out there. Did not work out.
So football was your original passion?
My original passion. I thought I was gonna go to the NFL and do something with it. Did all right in it, had fun with it. Got to college, got to see the politics side of it, and didn't stick it out. Found out that I just was good at football. I didn't really love it, Then left, went back home. Wasn't really doing much. Nothing back home, chilling with the friends.
But Lindsey College, what area was that?
Columbia, Kentucky, middle of nowhere, Kentucky.
So damn, you grew up in New Orleans and then played ball, and then you got into going to college in Kentucky. No shit. But that was like there ain't nothing out there.
No.
Yeah, is it a junior college or?
It's damn near junior college. What's NAIA?
Yeah.
And it was a Christian Methodist college.
Oh shit.
Like religious schools. Not saying it was hella religious there, but that was like the vibe, and it was in Adair County, Kentucky. Been in Adair County, Kentucky. It ain't that many folks. Probably like I couldn't even give you a number. I'd say like a handful of people out there. Like the main street is literally one little road you can get to. In like 15 minutes. It was a small town living for a bit, and I got tired of it. I was like, I gotta go back home. Went back home. Wasn't really doing nothing, bouncing around jobs and stuff like that. And around.
What year was this?
When I went back home, it was 2011. Graduated high school in 2010. Went out there, did a year of school. Went out 2010. 2011. Went back home. Didn't do much out back home. I was working like little small jobs here and there. Hanging out with friends, chilling, and all that stuff. Then was doing that for about 3 or 4 years. 2014 came around.
Were you still like working out, training, stuff like that?
Yeah, actually, around in 2014, I got into a boxing gym, like an actual main gym. It's funny thing is, I did kickboxing first. Went in there.
No shit.
Yeah, I was doing kickboxing first. Because I've always been a fan of like martial arts and just like action movies, stuff like that. And I started watching MMA in high school. I started watching Pride like back in like the OG days.
What, like Chuck Liddell and stuff?
Like Chuck Liddell, Rampage. Like I seen Rampage slam. What was that? Ricardo Roma. And knocked him out, and I was like, okay, whatever the hell this is and what's going on, I need to see more of this. And started like watching a lot of that. I was already watching boxing, just been a fan of watching boxing. UFC at the time was more, or MMA at the time was more exciting.
Yeah.
Boxing was kind of sliding down a little bit. But I always wanted to box. I just couldn't find a boxing gym.
Yeah.
I went to this gym. What's it called? Power City Boxing. I don't think it's like anymore. Went there for like a year. Trained.
In New Orleans, right?
Yeah, it was in New Orleans. Barely like trained. I was training whenever I could, like 2 days a week, stuff like that.
Right.
And the boxing coach over there was like, "Hey, you should try boxing." Yeah. And I was like, "That's good."
Yeah. Hey, yeah. All right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, perfect.
But I was like, "Yeah, all right, I'll come try it out," because I was always wanting to box, but I guess I just was kind of intimidated by what was going on, because from in that gym, the boxing side and the MMA gym and the MMA side was like completely different. MMA side was more like lax and cool. Everybody's like going through it. It's a little nice. The boxing side, it was wild. Like you dudes going crazy over there, dudes talking mad shit the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, what they doing over there? And, like, they're sparring a lot and all that. And when the coach came over, he was like, "Yo, come try it out." I said, "Sure, I'll do it a little bit." Started boxing, and like really remember, like, okay, I really love boxing. And just got into it. I actually had one fight before I left for the military, which was in the same year, 2014. I was leaving for the military in December. I told the coach I wanted to fight before I left. So this was like in August that I told him I was going to fight. So he set up a fight in October. It was like a little small event in Mississippi. I can't remember what part of Mississippi it was in. It was like a real small town in Mississippi.
And this is the coach you were training over at the time. Yeah.
Power City.
Yeah.
But like I was only training with him for like maybe 4 months, if that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that, like 3 months really. And we went and got in that fight. It was like that one was basically like a brawl. It was like a 3 1-minute fight. 3 rounds, 1 minute.
But I mean, it wasn't like underground, was it?
Nah, it wasn't underground. It was UFC.
Okay, I was gonna say.
All that, but it was like a small event.
Yeah.
It was literally in the high school or middle school. Middle school in their gym, and it was probably about 30, 40 spectators. It was really small, but it was like my first event, my first time in there.
1 minute?
1 minute round.
1 minute round. But that's just like
that's how the novice division, like I'm not novice, newcomer division works. It's like 0.
So when it's legit like that, yeah, you have to do 1 minute only.
You gotta do 1 minute rounds, and like there's no technique in it. You just brawl.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would think you used to go. We're gonna well out somebody to gas out.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
We're just punching. And that's how my fight was. It was just, we both were punching. I happened to out punch him, and there was it got to the point where I hit him one good time. He kind of wobbled, and he just turtled up, bam, 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 and just hit him. And I got to finish in the 3rd round. I was like,
so you knocked him out?
Yeah, I got to knock out in the 3rd round.
No shit.
Yeah, super happy, going crazy. That was my first little fight.
No shit.
Then 2 months later, shipped my ass off to Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Yep. And during the time I was in, though, there was no boxing. I hit the pads a little bit, met up with some people, and I didn't really get into a gym out there.
Yeah.
While I was in the military until damn near the last year.
No shit.
And it was a kickboxing.
Yeah.
We weren't the guys would box with me sometimes.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was just kickboxing.
Yeah. But then when you were over there, I guess, but still during deployments, I mean, obviously when you were in the Navy, you had you had access to the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, so you were still maintaining I guess you were still maintaining your own. Well, I guess to a certain point. I mean,
I would, just like any normal person, I have my months where I'm hard in the gym, going crazy, just trying to get my body back, and then maybe a change of shift or something happens, and I'm like, okay, I'm chilling. I ain't trying to get anything. Weight comes back, blah blah blah. Like I the heaviest I got and that was when I got out. The heaviest I got was like 220, 225.
Yeah.
And I went in at 180.
No shit.
Yeah, I was 180 when I went in, and I got out at 225.
No shit. Where are you at right now?
Right now, I'm 187 this morning.
Okay.
I fight at 178.
Okay. No shit.
I'm a little heavy right now.
Yeah.
I fight at 178. This is the best shape I've been in my damn life. Like, never in my life did I think I'd get back down to 178.
Yeah.
I thought coming out, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight at 201. That's what I was telling myself.
Yeah. No, shit, I thought you were at 200.
Like I normally, before I started getting on my little diet thing, I was walking around about 200.
Yeah.
Solid 200, 210 at the most.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought you were at. 210.
Like right now, I'm 187.
For sure.
But I fight at 178. I'm like, this is me heavy right now.
No shit. Yeah.
But a big change.
But when you were in the Navy, as I was saying, like in the Navy, I mean, I guess, like I know you did that knockout and you went in, and then when you went in, I mean, of course they were keeping you working out, and then of course you're getting your 3 squares, so
yeah.
And then I guess, but like you said, you didn't get to a gym to the 4th year, huh?
Like
an actual, the gym you wanted to be at, which is like to get some training in while you're in, right?
About the 3rd or 4th year, because like me and my homie Barrera, we was like he was into mixed martial arts and stuff too. He was in high school, and we were both like, hey, let's try to find a gym. So we saw.
And where was this at again? Where were you stationed?
This was Whidbey Island, Washington. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Whidbey Island, Washington, all the way up north.
Yeah. Because I know up there, where they, I know there's Everett, but how far is Everett from Whidbey?
Like 3 hours.
3 hours, okay. Yeah, because I know we used to have the ships up there in Whidbey.
Yeah.
I would go, I only went one, I'm sorry, not Whidbey, Everett. We flew up to Everett, and then got on our ship there, and then went down to Diego.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's only I know. I never made it to Whidbey either. Yeah, but that's aviation though, right? Yeah. They ain't shit out there, right? Yeah, they ain't shit out there. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we went to was it Chimera boxing gym out there or Chimera MMA? Met a couple guys out there, Mark, Jason. They kind of taught me kickboxing. Some solid kickboxing. I picked stuff up, certain things in kickboxing I feel like I can do well, but like the whole time I was there, I was just like, I want to box.
Yeah. You always wanted to box.
That was just good to be back in a gym environment.
Yeah.
Like those were fighters. Those guys were actually like they were doing smokers. They had pros in there. Fighting. So it was cool just to be around that.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to be, fighting with them. I was legit. I was telling them I was going to take a kickboxing match. Like I wanted to at least do a smoker. Yeah. Because I wanted to fight so damn bad.
Yeah.
But I ended up having to go on deployment. You know how that works.
You can never plan anything. Ahead of time because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
There was no way I was gonna be able to cut weight, do all that stuff, and handle all the crap I had to do at work.
And then you go in there unprepared, and some shit happens.
Especially in kickboxing, because I really, I wasn't prepared for that.
And then the command gets mad because you can't. You got hurt. You can't do that shit. Yeah.
Didn't work out, but I still learned some stuff with them, and then some other people along the way taught me some things. This guy Bo, he was a retired guy. He was one of the contractors there. He taught me some slick shit, just like footwork stuff and all that. 'Cause he did a little pro boxing too.
Yeah.
Just like a random guy I met at the gym. I seen him. Because the gym had like a boxing room, or just a room with the bags and stuff. And I seen him in there, and he was like, just showing some guys some stuff. And he was like, "Hey man, I just have like a little get together. It's like a class, but just a little group session, like real small, like 3 to 4 people, like super small." And I was like, "Sure, I pop in here," and was in there with him. Learn a couple things from him, and that kind of just kept me motivated to want to keep boxing, you know, because all I was doing was just hitting the pads, hitting hits with nobody that could hit hits with me, bag work, stuff like that. But there was no like legit sparring, training, you know, getting ready for competition, none of that stuff until I got out.
But then when you got out, I mean, of course, you had discipline at that point. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you have been through that.
Definitely.
Like, fuck, I want to get out.
Definitely.
I want to get into this shit.
Definitely, because like my last deployment, like being on the boat, that was more like I got a lot of downtime to just think, you know, about what the hell I was about to do. Yeah. And I in that time frame, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking box. I don't care what happens when I get out. I'm like, whatever I got to do to make sure I can box, that's going to be priority number one. I was like, I don't care whatever's going on out there. And then I got in touch with my pops, was talking to him throughout the whole thing. And he was like, you know, it was him and another officer on the boat. They both kind of convinced me, like, yo, don't go back home. Like, they both were telling me, like, don't go back home. That's just the worst thing you can do is go back home because you're just going to get sucked back into the bullshit that you were doing before. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then that got to a point where I was like, okay, well, where the hell am I going to go? And the officer I was talking to, he was from Houston. He was from the area. He went to UH. My pops was out there. And I had like a couple I had a couple other family members out here too. And I was like, you know, maybe just the move. And my dad was like, you should come out here. Like, this place is huge. There's opportunities all around, you know. Like come out here, you can stay with me. I help you get back on your feet till you figure your situation out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So moved in with him when I got out here. And the first thing I did was I got rolled in school, so I used the GI Bill. And then found a gym. Yeah. And went to Google and found Paradigm.
And then this is so 2014 you joined, and you got out in 2018.
Yeah, December 2018.
And then December 2018, and then you got out and you didn't go home. You said what you want for a little bit.
Yeah, just to kind of, I went from terminal leave, get it out of my system. Because I'll tell you what, like I was officially out in December, but terminal started like end of November. Oh yeah. So went home, did absolutely nothing. Right. I was like, because I told myself, I just came off deployment. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna just enjoy myself, relax, party, do whatever. And then when I moved to Houston, it's a wrap. We're shutting everything down. I'm like, you know, I might travel here and there, but for the most part, I'm focusing on boxing. That was my main thing. Yeah. And went home, linked up with friends, family, had a good time. Then right before Christmas, I got all my stuff, moved back in with my pops, and that was it. Okay. I was out here, in the business out here.
So was your dad always obviously supportive of your boxing? He's the one that introduced you when you were younger to boxing?
Nah, actually, funny thing is my grandma was dating this guy named Tony. He was watching like an old school ass Tommy Hearns fight. Yeah. And no, not Tommy Hearns, it was Roy Jones. He was watching an old school Roy Jones fight, or just a run back, and he was showing me like, hey man, this, I'm just watching because these two dudes beating each other up. Like, if it was people fighting, I'm watching. You know, that was my thing when I was a child, and I didn't really know what was going on. And he's like, you like that? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. He's like, showed me how to put my hands up, throw a jab, and all that stuff. And like, from then on, I kind of liked it. I didn't really,